Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play SimCity. On this episode we're going to finish out our city a bit, our beautification, and yeah, that may be the last episode unless you guys want to see anything else. I don't know. I'm open to other options, but no offense, I love this game very much, but I'm starting to grow tired of it. There's other things, other games that I want to move on to, etc. So what I'm open to is maybe finishing out the Let's Play in this video, and then maybe doing bonus videos that are related to SimCity later on and just put them in the playlist or something, so we'll see. According to the RCI meter though, we do need a lot of residential and commercial zones, so let's start doing that. This waterfront is going to be great for residential and commercial zones, so I'd like to get things to kind of match up a little bit in terms of the area here, the rail and whatnot. So, I don't know, kind of looks funny if we have a rail bridge going down or over like that, but it can only really go a certain way. So, I think what we'll do is probably keep this the same, maybe a bridge over here, kind of create a little beltway. There are no interstates, by the way, in this game. So you just kind of have to deal with that. And maybe a few industrial zones on this side, maybe, would be nice. I'm really thinking that maybe 350 to 450 is going to be our population in terms of max population, so I don't know. But we'll find out. I'm going to do what we did last time and maybe put some rail over here. Kind of have a little symmetry. Because if you see, we had the rail all the way over here before the roads, so... But here we can't really afford to do that. So it'll be kind of a little reverse symmetry there. It would be nice if the rail could join up with this other side, though. Well, you know, it's not realistic, but technically, technically it will still work. So what we can do, we can't do that. We can do this. I mean, it's not realistic for the residential zones to be connected to a bridge, but it will work. The engine won't care. So let's do that. And I don't know how close we'll get to the edge here. I think I may just fill this out with industrial zones, and then the rest will be commercial and residential. Don't know just yet. Oh, we got gifts too, don't we? We got a park and a windmill. I'll put the park and the windmill over here on the side. Okay, I think this is about does our beautification for the city, so all we gotta do now really is to, well, make sure everything's connected with power, and then let it rip and see how we can do, how we do on this. So I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I'm not used to this landform, and I'm gonna leave this area open for now, just to kind of have a sort of a little park area in the middle of everything. I think that'll look nice. Besides, I don't think that's going to make or break a megalopolis with a city like this, so... And we get more landfills. Also, I didn't put out some gifts, and I could probably do that. A windmill needs to be next to a commercial area, so I'm going to put it right here. Bulldoze an area that's already developing, why not? And then we need to surround this with commercials so that, yeah. Won't look exactly right, but yeah. Here would be a good place for an amusement park, I think. And they can kind of access it and everything. Landfill, I don't know where we could put this. We can kind of create a little peninsula here. Let's do that. Let's just create a residential zone or a commercial zone right in the middle of the water. Why not? Oh, apparently we had a shipwreck earlier, so... Supposedly what you can do to prevent this is to kind of do this. So I'm going to try that out. Supposedly if you fence in the boat or something like that, it helps. I don't know. I don't know what sets off a shipwreck, to be honest. Yet another landfill. We could kind of join these two locations up and create a lagoon, but I don't want to do that. It's kind of yeah, I know. Let's create a landfill here. Maybe another residential zone here. Okay, there we go. I think this looks alright. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit and see what happens now that the people are gonna move into the residential zones. Another landfill. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this landfill, though. I didn't think about all the landfills. I'm gonna put one here. And just put another residential zone there. There we go. Yet another amusement park. I could have gone with a casino, but that's alright. I don't want casinos in here because it's going to attract crime, and I'd rather just have the benefit of the casino. I mean, sorry, benefit of the amusement park, since we really don't need the money. Okay, we're good on that. Let's speed it up and see what happens. I don't know what I'm going to do with these landfills. I don't know how many you get, I can't remember. But for some reason I'm getting more landfills than I remember I'd get. So I'm just gonna put it here. It looks funny, but whatever. Okay. Let's see what happens with the population. Oh, we got our first library. I don't know where I'm gonna put this guy. It would be kind of nice to put him towards the downtown area, I guess. Okay. We got a large park now. Don't know what would be a good place for this. Wouldn't be good to put in the industrial zones. Nah. It might be good to put it kind of on the water, but I don't like... Well, I mean, there's a hospital here. Doesn't really have to... Let me put a park right here. And then that way they have a little waterfront park. We may be getting some more gifts soon, so... Alright, you can see the population went up to about 350, 340,000, 350, and then it just tanked. Well, yeah, this is about as good as we're going to do on this kind of map. We could get a little bit higher, but yeah, there's a high demand for commercial right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bulldoze this whole row here and add some commercial zones. And we'll beautify it a little bit later, a little more later, whatever. Because the thing is that we have room to grow, but because the residents don't have jobs. I mean, and when they do have jobs, there's just, yeah, they don't have anywhere to work. That's what I'm trying to get at here. I'm going to put a whole bunch of commercial zones right here, too. If a residential zone or a zone isn't growing, then you probably need another type of zone there. So it's going to change it out every now and then. We had a plane crash. Let's go find where that plane crash was. Don't know. Can't find it. Maybe it went in the water. Yep, that's where it went. It went to the water. So we got lucky with the plane crash there. This is about as well as you're really gonna do as far as this, if you just kind of place things willy-nilly. That's just the way I did it, and this kind of shows you why Megalopolis is actually quite difficult if you don't know the pattern, if you don't know what exactly you need to do to get there. As you can see here, if you weren't aware that roads weren't needed, I mean, look at the traffic. The traffic is not, it's severely constricting the population of this area. If you weren't told that rail is better than roads, if you weren't told about the benefits of this kind of building, this kind of zoning, 2x-N zones instead of the donut block, then yes, you're going to waste a lot of space. If you want to put a lot of parkland like this, you're going to waste space. If you put a lot of extra roads, you're going to waste space. If you want to put a lot of space here, you're going to waste space. If you don't try to calculate how many zones are the right width across, you're going to waste space, and that's going to eat up your time. Eat up your population, rather. If you're not aware of the best map, that's going to hurt your chances at a good population. If you're trying to, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff here that you got to worry about. Like, you really don't have to worry about police stations and industrial zones, because I'm eating up probably 20 to 30,000 worth of jobs that I could have due to the extra police departments. That's eating up space. Fire departments are eating up space. So there's a lot of things here that that are hindering my population. And with a city like this, the way it's built now, it is not at all going to hit a population of 500,000. It's just not. So there you go. And I think this about does it. I don't think there's anything else I really want to do in this city. As far as any other games or any other things we want to do in this game, rather, I'm open to it, but frankly, I think this is about a good point to stop the game, or stop the Let's Play. So let me show you before we leave the map one more time so you can see how everything is. Crime rate's bad in these two areas, but whatever. Power grid's fine. These are the types of zones we have. You know, it could be better, could be worse. You know, could balance out the industrial with residential more, but you know, you could probably finagle it. 500,000 maybe, but you'd have to redo the transportation grid. Population density, not the best. Population growth, not the best. Traffic is going to be horrible. See, look at the traffic density here. This is why you don't want to use roads. Pollution, you can't avoid that. Again, build your industrial zones towards the edge of the map as much as possible. Use nuclear instead of coal, and you'll mitigate it as much as possible. But also, you've got traffic, which is generating pollution, and pollution is going to prevent your highest zones from developing. So, and the seaport gives you pollution as well. Crime, I think I already showed that. So it's okay. Crime is fine in the city. Land value, you can see water is definitely helping the land value. Being towards the middle of the map, that helps land values quite a bit. So if you have water in the middle of a map, you know, that's why map 61 is really good, because this section right here is mostly land, and the river goes through the lower right hand side of the map. So there you go. You got a little bit of land value up where the airport is, and that's kind of odd, but I wasn't aware of that until now, but yeah. And we got police department coverage. I don't know if I showed this, but you can look at your police radius and fire radius and all of that fun stuff. We only got 2 fire stations out here, so yeah, we've already shown all the disasters, floods. You got fire, flood, air. That's a plane crash. Bowser, or Godzilla, whatever you want to call it. Earthquakes, tornadoes. I think I've displayed everything there. The graph, I don't think I showed that. Now they've got a few years here I can kind of show. The Fugoid pattern, or the kind of a sine wave pattern of the industrial zones. They go up and down like that. Industrial zones are very fickle, it seems. You can also get land values, crime, all that fun stuff. You can also do a 120 year there as well. Let's look at the voice one more time. 61 to 39, everybody likes me. Pollution would be improved if we just got rid of the traffic. That would take care of 2 problems, but I'm not redoing the transportation grid for this map, sorry. History. This is something I didn't display. This shows when we became a town, city capital, metropolis. There's a plane crash or shipwreck or anything like that. And here's our view. So you get a nice little view of the city. Little watch there. And there you go. I think this covers it. If there's anything else you want to see, maybe I'll make a video later, I don't know. But I think this pretty much wraps up the Let's Play because there's nothing else I really want to show. And I am, again, getting tired of this game. It's a fun game, but I'm ready to move on to other things. So thank you so much for watching this Let's Play. Thanks for sticking to the end. And if I don't see you around, have a good one. Bye.